Hi there everyone, it's Adam from Real Schools here with your February staff meeting conversation starter. What I'd like to, provoke a little around today is, are we thinking the right way when it comes to student engagement? There's a lot of conversation and a lot of program and a lot of approach around student engagement, and I think that one of the challenges we have is that often when we start to think about student engagement is that the next question we ask ourselves is the wrong one. And that usually are questions around, what do I need to do? What do I need to say? How do I need to practice in order to have the students engage or, for instance, pay attention for the highest proportion of time? Why I think that's the wrong question is that it's all about us. And what we're genuinely talking about when it comes to student engagement is making it all about them. We're trying to use, through the idea of engaging students at a higher level, the notion of being truly student-centered. So what I'd like to contend to you is that being student-centered, genuinely focusing on engagement, means four things. It means your students thinking, listening, speaking, or doing at the highest possible levels and for the highest proportion of time possible within your classroom. So that doesn't mean that they're just listening to you or just staying on task for the highest proportion of time. It means that they're genuinely engaged in a multitude of different ways. What does that mean for us in terms of what we need to do in the classroom? I think for a start, what we need to do is to view communication slightly differently. I think too often when we're in the classroom in instruction mode, we're making it about us, which means we're delivering education and then we're asking, for instance, for a hand up in the hope that students will demonstrate that they have received that information. And what we're hoping is that by controlling the communication and making sure that everything that is said and everything that is heard by us in the classroom, that engagement might be high. I would like to put it to you that having students in higher levels of dialogue by just provoking a higher level question and getting them to talk about it in partners and then getting them to come back to the group and share with you the three most important or pertinent things that they heard is a better way to engage the students, because a high proportion of them then will either think, listen, speak, or do. It doesn't mean that we have to hear everything. So your first step towards great student engagement can be as simple as understanding that all communication doesn't need to come through us. And when we do, we start to shift that needle from teacher-centeredness over to student-centeredness, which is where true engagement lives. Love to know what you think about that and love to know what the implications are for you in your school and in your context. Have a great month.